Darren, it was a point on the weekend against Solihull and what was on the whole a dominant performance. What are your reflections now?
Yeah, I didn't really realise at the time how dominant or how much better we were. And I think over the week, especially when you see the content come out and you see some of the really really good chances we had, we should have won the game. So I think the disappointment elevates almost when you feel like that, because these are the games that you should win and can win, and then you have to take them. But it's only us that can take those wins, and if we don't, more for us. So I think there was a lot of good things again to admire. A lot of good individual performances. I thought some of the units performed very very well, and yeah, we're okay. We're okay at the moment. I'm content without being overly happy, but the job of the manager is to never be happy and complacent. So I think we're doing okay, and I think there's over the campaign there'll be a lot more to come.
And we strengthened the squad this week, signing Timi Odusina on loan from Bradford City. What was it about the player what made you want to bring him in, and what can Woking fans expect?
Well, what they won't know is that we tried to secure him in pre-season. Timi was one of the first central defenders we identified to come into this new look team, and at the time we couldn't get it done, and it was really refreshing to receive a call from Bradford to say, look, this can be done now. And I wanted to get back to having those really strong four central defenders, really really strong four central defenders like I've always had here. And if you add Akinola into that mix, which is difficult at the moment because he's playing so well in midfield, to have really strong spine of the team. Now, what we also know and recognise is for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be playing Saturday and Tuesday, and we're going to need to manage some of our defenders appropriately in order to make sure they're at their optimal. So Timi is a very, very athletic, real good defender, 1v1 defender, great feet, very balanced when he defends, and he's got real power. And I'm sure our supporters will remember him from his promotion with Hartlepool a few years back, where I thought he played a really influential part in their success. And since then, I've always, you always keep an eye on those good players that have made an impression on you over time, and Timi was one that definitely did that. And now I've had the pleasure of working and getting to know him this week. We've signed a really good player and a terrific chap. So he'll be an excellent addition, very different to the other three, and different still to Akinola. And it gives us a new set of qualities and attributes that we're going to need.
We face Hartlepool this weekend. You're up there now. How was training today up there, and what have you made of Hartlepool so far this season?
Training all week's been excellent. I think and feel, especially in the last 4 games, that we are starting to recapture some of the players that made us so powerful, and strong last year. I think we're starting to recapture those attributes again. It feels definitely different from the first month of the season, so the atmosphere in training's been excellent, really great. Having Anderson back in and having Timi join the group has been a real benefit. You put Wilkinson into that. These players missed a lot of August. So now the atmosphere has been very good, but the atmosphere is always good in training, especially in professional football now. It's not as chaotic in its temperament as it maybe was 15, 20 years ago. But very, very strong week. We're very thankful for Middlesbrough letting us train again today at their training ground. They're a brilliant club. And Hartlepool, this is a really tough place to play. It's a really tough pace. The fans are very very committed, really committed set of supporters, and they definitely vocalise their opinion very loud and frequently, and it makes for a really good atmosphere. It's a really good club. We're talking, historically a really traditional, strong EFL club, and we know that in itself is a challenge to face, and we'll have to be at our best. It's a team that have started strong, very experienced manager, and got some very good players. So it'll be a very tough afternoon to work.
And finally, as you said there, we have Jermaine back in the squad last week. But how's the rest of the squad looking? What's the availability looking like?
Well, sadly we've had another sort of disappointing week, really. Grego Cox hasn't made it in time for this weekend. Nana Boateng sadly has broken a bone in his foot and needs to go and have some sort of surgical intervention. So we won't see Nana for a while. Anderson and Wilkinson have had another good, clean week. Oyeleki coming off last week. He's not fit for today, for tomorrow. He's not been fit all week. And there's been no one new returning other than that. So, look, we know where we are, but the one thing we've never done, in my time at this club is we've never ever moaned about our deficiencies or our limitations. We've got a brilliant squad. Every one of them is ready to play. Every one of them's experienced enough, old enough, fit enough. So whatever 16 that we can deliver tomorrow will be, in my opinion, strong enough to win any game. So I think that's the most important thing, and we need to keep pushing that positivity and that aggression, that aggressive mindset along the way.
Darren, thank you for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.